Uneasy TV.
It was a murder a few days ago out here in the city of Compton. And it's very disturbing, man. It was basically a pastor, man. A pastor in Compton off the Compton Boulevard and Dwight Ave. Was walking to his car coming from church. Bong, bong, bong. Done. Through bow. 65 years old. They said this 65-year-old man was walking with a cane and a boot on his leg, dude. So one of my coworkers, I asked him, I said, hey, man, did you hear about that scandalous murder in Compton, man, of this pastor? He was like, nah. I said, dude, it's on the news. Check it out. He said, man, what you think what happened? I said, man, just from my experience. I told him from my experience, I lost a loved one in the 70s, right? And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. This may be a confession. I hope I never see this person. I hope this person actually is dead by now. But, however, if I ever knew this person was alive, I think I would throw my whole life away and I'll snuff this dude, man. That's how much I love this person that was murdered in the 70s, man. I would risk my freedom. So I said I thought that this pastor may have been, had a past life. You got to remember, this pastor is 65 years old. And you go back into the history of Crippin'. I mean, he's around that age of the first generation of Crippin', man. Now, he may not be the first generation. He may be like the second generation, because you got to remember, Raymond Washington and Tukey and all them, they was born in 1953, which would make them, about 68 right now. So he would have been like the second generation, but still he seen them. He was around them. I'm saying he was a Crip or nothing like that. But my philosophy is basically saying that maybe he done some dirt back in the days. And somebody seen him lacking. Nobody cares if you got your life saved or your life changed around. If you done some dirt to somebody that someone really loved and they had really admiration for this person, they'll risk their freedom. I know I would. So I said that I think that dude, whoever this pastor was, had a past life, and somebody, knew that he was a pastor at that church, and it was like, oh, and this is his car. Oh, when he walk out of here, they've been watching this dude for a long time, and they caught him lacking, man. Pow, pow. But then my coworker, using more, common sense, more logical answer, he said that maybe it's just people that just scam us out in Compton, man. That just killed them for no reason. Killed them for basically of the jewelry he has. Or the ring, whatever jewelry he had on or money he had. And they knew that he had some money coming from the church. And it was probably a possible robbery situation. So, I mean, his point may be valid too. Maybe we both wrong. Maybe it was just a mistaking of identity. Maybe somebody thought he was somebody else. And he was, that happens all the time, man. People get killed off of mistaken identity. So that has to be in the factor too. Or it could be several situations with this murder. Who is his children's mother or mothers? I don't know how many kids he had. I don't know if he got multiple mothers. I don't know this dude's history. Maybe it was one of his baby mamas that set it up. He ain't paid no child support. And some people don't get over that, man. Maybe it was his son or daughter. The probabilities of what happened to this man, it can go on. And the probability is off the chain, because right now they ain't giving out no more money. They gave out that last check. It was about $600 out here in Cali. That $600 came and went. That's been like a month ago. Dudes is back starving again, man. The pandemic has changed the dynamic of people's minds, spirit, the way they think. This whole decade, soon as 2020 came with this pandemic, man, it has shifted people's minds and their money and the way they think. And people just don't have no love like they used to have love before, man. You see an elderly person, you treat them with respect. I don't see that no more like I used to, man. I remember being on the bus and this old lady, in her 60s, like this guy. They get the front seats, the first 3 seats or whatever on both sides of the road. They get the first priority, those seats. And the young people didn't want to move. So I was just like, I'm shaking my head. And then if I say something, I'm going to have to get it to with them. But somebody had to say something. Hey, can y'all move for the elder right here? Come on, man. They didn't say nothing. They moved, but it was just like it could have went left that fast. I don't know if they could have had a pistol. Boom, I'm gone for protecting an elder. So back on topic, it's sad overall what happened to this pastor. No matter what he done in the past, damn, man, he got murdered, man, coming from church. And I'm a hypocrite because, yeah, if that was somebody I knew that killed someone, one of my loved ones, and I knew he was at a church, oh yeah, I'll murk him too. And that's sad to say that, but I'm just keeping it 100. So what y'all think in the comments? Like, why you think this pastor was murdered at 65 years old coming from church? I need answers, y'all.
A pastor was shot and killed in Compton yesterday as he was leaving church. His family is asking for help in finding whoever did this, and one of them spoke to our Jaysha Patel, who has this report.
He was a father, he was a grandfather, and he was just living a great life with the Lord.
Family members say 65-year-old Reginald Moore was a pastor at God of Christ Church for more than 20 years. They say he was shot and killed Sunday near the intersection of Compton Boulevard and Dwight Avenue.
Pulled in the driveway up to church, and my other cousin told me that they shot Reggie, and I'm like, no, what are you talking about? He said, go across the street. I went across the street. My other cousin was giving him CPR. And he's yelling, they shot Reggie. They shot Reggie. I said, what?
Peggy says she has no idea who would do this. And she says Moore was walking back from church to his car when he was shot in this area.
He had a boot on and he had a cane. So why would they do it? I don't know.
Family and friends have left these candles and balloons in remembrance.
How can you kill a pastor? A pastor of the church is trying to bring other people in to worship God. How can you do it? Turn yourself in.
Los Angeles County Sheriff's Homicide Bureau detectives are still investigating what happened. Moore's family is demanding justice.
I just hope to catch the guy. That he can't run, he can't hide from God. God's going to bring him out, and they're going to catch him. I know he is.
Subscribe, like, comment to Don Easy TV. Yeah.